Alright, and here we go. So this one is going to be, feasibly speaking, this should be the last video. At least of the kind of the main playthrough. I mean, if it's some other time I decide to come back and mop it up, you know, and do a, you know, get the rest of the Skulltulas or whatever, you know, that might happen. At present, I'm not planning on it, but you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, I've got a lot of games that I'm planning on playing this year. I still need to finish Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate. I've also got, I actually got Majora's Mask that I want to actually finally play through and beat, because I had played it years ago, never managed to actually beat it because my brother let a friend borrow it, and he decided that, you know, that we didn't need to keep it after all, and I still can't grab this. Like, why can't I grab this? What is going on? Yeah, I get that. Like, can I, like, not do this until after I, you know, come up here? I guess we'll find out. Congratulations, you're on Halo now, because that's a light bridge. Okay, let's see if I can. Let's just, you know, just for kicks here. Can I grab it now? Oh my gosh! Why can't I grab this? There isn't. This is gonna drive me nuts. Like, I mean, I don't need this upgrade, but like, there's no part of this that makes sense. Like, why it's not allowing me to grab it. I wonder. Nope, that doesn't do anything in this version. I know for the Majora's Mask remake, like pressing tab switches between the original and this version, but like, I can't remember if there was like a thing to get like golden gauntlets that actually would allow you to move it. I mean, it's not important, and I'm gonna just, at this point, I'm just gonna run up here and do this, but I'll have to look it up later, because that is super obnoxious that it's not allowing me to do that at all. I hoped it would get his buddy, but I guess not. Here you have that. Okay, let's let's go back to the mirror shield. Like, I feel like there's got to be like a golden gauntlet or something that something I've forgotten about. But okay, so can't do that. So we just got to figure out which one we do first. So you know what? Let's just start back here. It's basically the forest one. So let's go back to the other sword, because he does more damage. That was not what I wanted to do. Not quite what I wanted to do anyways. Alright, so got that. Grab the arrow. Do that. $5! And then we have to have a fire arrow here. Oh, wait. I guess I have to have a fire arrow and... So we're going to do this first. Grab that one, and let's move up. Oh, hello. So, back to our slidey boots. Put that right at his feet. So that seems like a great place for it. Oh, thank you. That is... I don't know why I expected that to go differently. Grab that one. Let's see. Obviously, I don't want to fall off again, because if I fall off again, it's going to reset this. Well, as I say that right as I just managed to just completely botch the whole thing and fall off again. So obviously, we're going to do that. We're going to send him a bomb. That's going to blow up. We're going to go over here. We're going to grab this guy. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to climb up here. We're going to try to wait until this thing stops blowing, and then we're going to try to grab it. Okay, no. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, it's like, dude, don't let the cutscene make this take forever. Ah, yes, and then we'll put our light arrows to use here because I now remember. Oh, these are the only thing that clears those. Oh, that's the plan. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to hurry up. I don't want to be at this all day and night. And now it's down. Not even the thinnest of threads anymore. Going full cartoon character here with these bombs at this point. Or not, because that didn't... There we go. It's better. Oh yeah, I suppose I should... let's go back to normal boots now. I was just like look over. It's like, oh look, it's a candelabra. Is this a? See, I hate this so much. Like, I don't like the green. I don't like when Navi goes green, and it's like you're supposed to do something. Zero indication of what you're supposed to do here. Like, it just like do the thing. Okay, well I want to do the thing. What's the thing? Okay, so we got that. Kick this. Oh, gross. Yeah, I was afraid of this the second I saw it, and then I realized what was about to happen. Somehow I have a lot more bomb shoes than I thought I was supposed to have. Hey! But I got it on the first try. I like getting stuff on the first try. And then we got to... Gotta burn that so we can have some light in here. I gotta put that away. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. I mean, at least these rooms aren't terribly long, but yeah. I could have gone without that. But at least I can run straight through this. Oh, I didn't even need to flip them over. Alright. So we know that one's not it. Ha! Take that, sucker. It's like it doesn't work for you if I don't hang around long enough. I suppose I should have got those pots and filled up my health or whatever, but oh well. Remember your hydration, kids. Like, can I move this one? Is it gonna let me move this one? I don't understand why I can't grab these. Like, that's driving me nuts. That was weird. The door just kind of just dips out. Okay, right in here. So the Oisey Cavern. Oh, that's bad. Of course. Because why not? This game would get me one more time with one of those. But hey, conveniently, I still have that empty the empty pot from earlier. Or the empty, not pot, but the empty, does this have anything cool in it? Hey! Free health. And do the smart thing. Get some more fire. Run, run, run. Uh-oh, I can't get out. Why can't I get out? That's very, very bad. There we go. I'm not entirely certain what I'm supposed to do here. Let's dump that in there. Okay, that gets rid of that. I have to somehow get this up there. Honestly, I don't know that I can. I think I've already botched this up. I'm like fairly certain. So yeah, that would go straight across. Oh, I see. Let's reset this thing because I've already. Or see if that should feasibly reset it. Okay, cool. So this one has to go first. And it's like if you want to know what having the hover boots is like, all you have to do is come into this area with the normal boots. Except you don't get the cool hoveriness of them. I mean, I don't know if hoveriness is a word, but it's interesting that fairy comes back every time. And a rusty one. Smack that. The fairy's still over here? No, it pieced out. Bam. Let's get on with this. you know, in some respects, I almost kind of wish that they would throw a timer on this whole thing. Like, if you didn't get it dispelled within a set amount of time, that you would end up having to redo the whole thing. Like, I mean, there's plenty of reasons not to do that, but at the same time, I feel like that would be pretty cool. Can I climb on you? Nope. Doesn't want to let it. Okay, seriously. Why can't I grab these? There's got to be something here that I have just completely missed. Oh. Rude. Okay, let's go. Or not? Okay. Seriously? Nope, that's... Like, somehow I'm pretty sure I should be able to make this. But, oh, I completely missed it anyways. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Okay, seriously, is there like another thing over there? That's what I was looking at. Nope. Okay. Because now my whole question is, it's like, once I get over there, like, what? How am I going through that? Like, what the devil? Nothing on the ceiling. Oh, you know, I gotta be missing something here, because somehow I've got to be able to throw that, because I remember now that you throw this over completely over to the other side, and that allows you to do it. But for some reason, this is not allowing me to grab any of these. Okay, maybe I need to come back here. We're gonna do that. He's like, surely something's off here, because there shouldn't be any reason that I can't lift any of those at this point, unless I'm just, again, like, I'm completely missing an item, and I'm fairly certain I'm not. Huh. That wasn't what I wanted. No, at least I can't take the mirror shield. That's good to know. that didn't do any good. Okay, so do this again. Let's see, how far does this go? You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to get that. Alright, what do we got here? Please tell me, is this going to help me lift better? Yay! These gauntlets are basically crap. Nope. Slightly over. Okay, sweet. I was afraid of that. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, this thing with the gauntlets had me so messed up that I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna completely miss this. Oh. Yeah, I kept sitting there thinking, surely there's a reason I can't do this. I was like, there had to have been something like some golden gauntlets or something else. So glad that I have learned that there is in fact such an item. Or rather relearned it, because I've only played this game like, the last time I beat this was like probably over 10 years ago. Whenever the 3DS version came out. But yeah, now that we can actually do this, let's do a couple of things here. So let's get this piece of junk out of the way. Yep. And like the kids say, yeet. You know, I'm just saying, any one of those should have actually killed him, because he could have really botched that up. And they would have killed him and have been like, way to go there, fella. There's also a good thing that leaving the castle does not actually reset this. Because if it did, that would be pretty crappy. Yeah. Now I can lift this freaking boulder, jeez. That's all I wanted to do, is just lift the boulder. But I've been over here like, what, at least twice trying to do this. And yeet. It'd be about flipping tables at this juncture. Now, truth be told, I actually kind of feel bad for anybody that may have come over here and never realized this was here. Or gone to Ganon's castle and never checked over here and realized this was here. Yes. So basically blue ring get. Since this is basically the equivalent of the blue ring from Zelda 1. I mean, I'm sure there was probably some equivalent in Link to the Past, but I don't remember what it was. think it might have been just a tunic change or something. Because in those games, I think that was pretty much how that was represented as your tunic change colors. Since it doesn't work the same way in this one. And this one, the tunic changes actually have you know, different effects other than changing how much damage you do. Alright, and so we got Lighty Light and Fiery Fire. And right into the door. Rude. All the, yeah, I got one of those for you. Alright, who wants to... Man, I'm gonna smash everything. You go smash now! Stupid bug. You go squish now. I'm pretty sure the rest of these are traps, but I want to open them anyways. Like, I'm like 90% sure the rest of these are traps, but I want to open them. Yep. Bundle of arrows. More ice. At this point, I got 2 potions. I'm good. Got a health. This one's a trap, I bet. Yep, could have called that. Or rather, I did call that. And this one's a goodie. Because why would you deviate from established action? We do the same thing we always do. Bust out the ocarina and play a little tune. You know, I don't know if I've talked about this while I've been playing these games, but like one of the biggest things about, and especially about like the later 3D Zeldas that kind of really burned me, and why I'm not like a super huge fan of them as much as I like it, at least as much as I had been in the past, is just simply because of the fact that like they're just way easier than they really ought to be, almost to the degree that there's like no challenge. And that's something that really bothered me. Like the last time I tried to play Wind Waker, and while I'm not opposed to playing it again at some point, like one of the last time I played it, like the biggest turnoff for me was the fact that it just, there was no, that they just went through each other. Like they hit me, but they don't exist. Like that's not cool. Oh no, you're bad. I heard that noise. Yeah, I have that jerk. But anyways, as I was saying, like it's just the 3D ones just end up being too easy, and not in a good way. And I mean, even like I said, like the last time I played the Wind Waker, like I actually had to go out of my way to get hit, to get killed. Like, and that really bothered me because it feels like there's no real challenge. And so in my mind, I'm like, why am I playing this? Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily always have to play a game for, you know, for the challenge, for difficulty. I don't mind playing a game for the story, or just for the story sometimes. But in the case of, you know, and again, which I really like the story of the Wind Waker, so let me be clear on that. It's one of my, for story, it's one of my favorite Legend of Zeldas, even though frankly, like, I think with most of them, I don't think they have a real good, oops, that wasn't what I wanted. But I don't think a lot of them end up having like as good of a story as they could have. Like, I feel like the first two games, you know, for being, you know, for them being on the you know, on the NES, you know, the 8-bit era Zeldas, they gave you as much story as you needed. And then like when it comes to like, you know, A Link to the Past, like I feel like with that one, I think that really blew it out of the water. Like that you were gonna get all the story you needed or that you wanted in a Zelda game. You know, I think they did a fantastic job with giving you story on that one. But then with the later ones, they went to this thing of, well, okay, and maybe this wasn't just the thing with the later ones, but at least it felt more like, okay, they were more into, okay, let's work on the gameplay and whatever gimmick this game has. You know, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but people, you know, a lot of people really love the Zelda games for the story. And so, of course. Okay, at least as long as it doesn't reset, and I have to redo that. But yeah, like, you know, for a lot of the Zelda games, like, you know, a lot of people really got into them for the story. And so in that respect, yeah, it's like super disappointing that, you know, that, like, frankly, the one is, at least of the ones that I've really played, like, I've really gotten into, that had a really good story. You know, it, like the last good one was like A Link to the Past. Now, mind you, I know that Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, they're on there. I mean, I played and I beaten Breath of the Wild. I wish I could say I was bigger on it, but then the thing that threw me off about that was the fact that I felt like that Breath of the Wild was, how do I put this? Like, I don't want to say Dark Souls difficult, but it was difficult in a way. It was difficult. It was more difficult than it needed to be, and not in a good way. Like, I don't feel like it did a good job ramping up the difficulty. I think the open-endedness kind of, or the way they did it with the open-endedness really hurt it in the long run. And so, at least in my opinion, like, Breath of the Wild could have been better. Now, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know anything about the story, so I'm not going to comment on it because I don't have an opinion because I never played it. I would like to play it at some point. I just don't know when I'm going to get around to it. There's a whole bunch of them. Jeez. You guys calm down and go, stupid bug. You go squish now. I know I don't have to kill these. I'm just, you know, they're just, I'm gonna get on with it. we're just gonna skip ahead. I don't have to kill them. There's literally no reason to waste my time on them. I'm not even gonna bother with the Z targeting on these guys. Like, he's dead. Come here, friend. I said, come here, friend. You're dead. Thank you. But yeah, at some point, yeah, I'll have to play Tears of the Kingdom to get a better outlook on it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Like, I remember Twilight Princess's story being pretty good. Although, kind of, it's been so long since I played it, I don't know if I will feel the same way about it as I did when I originally played it years ago. Because the first time when I played it, the first time I played it and actually beat it, well, the only time I beat it was back, you know, when it came out on the Wii in 2006. And unfortunately, like, I don't know, like, the other problem I have with Twilight Princess is that, so for some reason, I stopped playing it for like an entire month. I just completely put it down, and like for no reason at all. And so, like, I'm sure that I'd probably enjoy it more if I could, you know, go back and get into it and really remember it. I'll say, oh yes, these cubes. Oh, I guess they're gonna hit. I forgot they're gonna hit hard. So I suppose since there's two of them, I should probably take this a little bit more seriously. Except this cube's already almost done already. Okay, he's done. Ooh, that could have been bad. Oh, forgot about that second strike. And you're toast. Give me my health. And let's get on with it. I'm really digging the way this last area looks in this version of the game. Wait, do I have it? Did I get a boss key? I don't remember picking up a boss key. I guess I must have, because I definitely don't remember picking up a boss key. Okay. We're not going to break the rest of these. Wait, is this the door I came in? Or okay, this was not the door I came in. See, I feel like I'm going to face Dracula more than I am going to face Ganondorf. I really hope she likes organ music. She probably did not have a fun time here. This cape's doing some funky stuff right now. Oh yeah, right. She can't target him at all because of this. Oh, is that what we're gonna do? We're just gonna keep smacking. Nope, that's exactly what he's gonna do. All right, well, let's come on, bro. Let's play tennis. Actually, before I continue here. Good grief, man. Oh. Nope, that doesn't start that way. Okay. This doesn't speed up as much as it did with the Phantom Ganon fight. Oh, you're still not coming down. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? I think I'm supposed to shoot him with one of the arrows. I think that's where I'm messing up here. The only fun part of it, or the thing that makes this playthrough fun, is I'm having to relearn everything again. There you go. Nope. I think he's done with that. Headshot. Like I was speaking in the third person. Like how all the blocks came back up. Unless it just I almost feel like it must have collapsed back down to that first floor or the bottom part of that floor. You know what? I don't think we want these boots on anymore. It's like, hold on, let me change to my running shoes. I gotta put on my Nikes. Let's go. It's like, you told me to follow you. Who's following who now? It's probably not a bad idea that, you know... Nope, okay, no health. Okay, got it. Oh, that didn't help. I was at full health. I'm probably not even gonna need those last 2 potions. Like how there's just nothing there. Yeah, that's right. Gotta use them Nikes. Oh, like how you have to be just close enough to her to actually get her to open it. Oh, let's I guess let's proceed with caution and not dive off the map. I'm gonna assume that she must be protecting me from damage there, because otherwise, yeah. See, I didn't take any health damage yet, so. I like how she's lifting those gases. Like, I would think you should just be able to just say no to the fire. Be like, nope. There we go. Hooray. Not that I needed the health anyways, but, you know. Throw that open. Let's go. Ow, my face. Oh. Oof. I'm pretty sure she just got smacked by that rock, but you know. It's a good thing she doesn't take any damage. Oh yeah. Okay. You know, Princess, you could really have helped me out there just now with this guy. You know, could you like cast some light magic or something at him? You know, come on. Ow. And we made it out to the one part of the island that conveniently has a platform we could stand on where we could just watch this whole thing collapse. I like how it just kind of is just sinking instead of, like, you know, falling over into the, you know, into the hole, into the pit that's here. I look at it's like this doesn't seem like it's over. Pretty sure. Actually came back in like the last 2 seconds. Oh, that's okay. I have a different sword. Uh-oh. I don't know why I thought he was going to jump at me. I was been like, that would not have gone well. Nope. Hey, get back. It's like... Yeah, it would help if, Alright, we're gonna play that game. And he's pretty fast, not gonna lie. I mean, at least if he could spin around that quickly. Here, I'll just do that. I'm gonna get around you. Uh-oh, that doesn't work when I'm... That does not work when I'm in Z targeting. I cannot run while targeting him. Nope. At this rate, I might need the potion. Nope. There really has to be a better way to go about this. Like maybe if we roll under him. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense. That's what I should have been doing in the first place. All right, come here, Pigman. Nope. You know, Ganon, this must be really embarrassing for you. I mean, like, really embarrassing. Where? I was about to say, it's like, where is it? I was like, I kind of need it. You know, it's got to be super embarrassing for him. Like, his biggest downfall is literally his size. Oh, that's a lot of bombs. Where did all those come from? Can I use bombs against him? That'd be sweet. Oh. Ah! Okay, well. Oh boy. I guess I gotta potion up. Of course, if I if I do this the wrong way and forget how to do this last minute, wouldn't that be embarrassing? Well, good for you, guy. You forced me to use it. And I'll go finish the job. Yeah. Say into the void of the evil realm, or is that what happened in the sacred realm? It just became the evil realm, and so they could trap him there. I don't know. I'm not really sure at this point. I'd have to go look it up. He said my name. He must be pretty mad. You know, just seeing that him say that, it's to me it seems like they should have really had a proper sequel to this game where they could have actually really finished him off, but that would have made too much sense for Nintendo to do that. I mean, is she technically a sage? I feel like she has a more different or more important role. Like how she's the kind of her character model's kind of twitching out there. It's like, ooh. let the credits roll. But yeah, looking back on this one, I think this was actually the third Zelda that I played. Because we had the first two on the original NES, and then I played this one. And then I can't recall if I played A Link to the Past or Link's Awakening as the next one that I actually played. But I'm not going to get started on the Game Boy ones. I hate the Game Boy ones. Like, I can't stand, like, pretty much all the Game Boy ones. They just drive me nuts. But, yeah, this was the third one that I played, and at the time, it was definitely my favorite. But yeah, as I've gotten older and played them, more and more, I'm kind of split on some of these between, like, if A Link to the Past is I think A Link to the Past is probably my favorite if I consider, like, the traditional Zeldas to be, like, like the, top-down perspective, or, like, the 3D ones. Like, I think I definitely consider it probably my favorite story-wise. But I think 2 is my favorite for the challenge. Because it's even in a lot of respects, even though I've played it as many times as I have, I feel like it's the most challenging. But I mean, again, that's just my opinion. I know there's a lot of people that hate Zelda 2, but I also, I like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, so that might be my first problem. So I like games that are probably way harder than they need to be. It's like mocap. I said I didn't realize that they used any kind of motion capture on these, and so that's interesting. It's an interesting thought. It's definitely interesting to consider that they were using some kind of motion capture back then, in the late 90s. I mean, obviously it's a very primitive motion capture compared to what we have now, but there's definitely a lot of I really wish I knew why there was so much stuttering on this. I mean, it's not a game breaker by any means, but it's still annoying. But I like how this shows all the future people and how they're how they're dealing with the fallout of Ganon's defeat. Happy Mask Man. And the giant Goron. I use 2 sad boys. It seemed like it kind of cut off early. Not sure why. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. You know, with the fact that Zelda has the Ocarina from this timeline, technically they can't open the Sacred Realm in this timeline anymore. At least I would think so, but I'm not sure. I just noticed there's a picture of Bowser in the other window. Yeah, it's like Bowser and Luigi right up there above where Link is. You can see him right here. Oh, that's funny. I know somebody had mentioned that those were there before, but I don't think I've ever actually noticed them until I played it on this one. Oh, and there it is. That's the end of it. I don't think I can actually do anything from here. Pressing buttons does nothing. Oh, that was weird. Oh, that's just from pressing the thing. Yeah, that's really it. That's all, folks. I don't think this does anything else after that. So let's just out of curiosity here, let's do a reset on that. See, there is a couple other things about this particular version of the game that if it were ones that, I mean, at some point in the future, I may consider coming back to this one and revisiting it. Not entirely certain when I would feel up for that. But, like, so this version of the game, if we go to our third file here, so this has Ocarina of Time. This has a randomizer. This has a boss rush mode, which I don't know how they added that, but there's boss rush mode. And oh, that's weird. I thought this had Master Quest on it, but I guess not. Like, I guess it does not. Interesting. So this goes back to those, but yeah, like at one point I could have swore that this had Master Quest on it, but it doesn't look like it does. Oh, I should have had this selected for headset. Oops. But yeah, no, you got randomizer, or yeah, regular randomizer boss rush. So it is what it is for this version. But yeah, well, that was a fun playthrough. I'm glad I finally got around to actually coming back and beating this officially, since I stopped playing it. You know, if you've been following my videos at all, like, I stopped playing this back in July and just never got back to it. Let's see. When did it? I'm gonna look at this again. So if I look at the playlist of when I originally started playing this here, yeah. So June 23rd is when I started this. I stopped playing, or July 3rd was the last time that I played it, and then I didn't pick it up again until February. So I started again on February 22nd. So I'm now finished on it. It's now March 8th. So I mean, there's there's almost 8 months between when I started it and when I finished it. So I mean, hey, I'm at least glad I got back to it. So so yeah, if you've been watching me play this, I do appreciate it. You know, I haven't completely decided on what game I'm going to play after I finish Castlevania, because I do want to finish Castlevania, because Mirror of Fate is one that I've just had now. It's now just been sitting. That was kind of another deal where, when did I stop playing that one? See, I last played that one in November, and I did two videos of that one and stopped playing it. But Actually, yeah. So now I'm looking at my my videos here. Yeah, so I went from November to almost the end of January where I didn't stream anything, and then that's when I started streaming again, was the end of January. But yeah, so that's kind of my plan for the upcoming streams. You know, when I get around to them, is I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate, finish that, and then after that, yeah, it's kind of a toss up. Again, might be Link to the Past, might be Majora's Mask, or it might be Twilight Princess, because I do have a means of playing that on my PC now, because as I mentioned previously, like my my Wii U is kind of on its last leg, and I was able to get the original disc moved. I was able to get the ROM dumped from the original disc so I could play it on my computer, and so that may be what's coming up next. Notice I played a lot of Zelda on this channel. Definitely played a lot of Zelda. A lot of Zelda and Castlevania, oddly enough. So the idea there is that, eventually, though, I want to branch out and probably do, some other stuff. Maybe some more Mega Man. Some more Sonic, some more classic stuff. But either way, that's all I've got for the time being. So if you've been watching this, listening to me ramble on about, whatever popped in my mind at the time, I do appreciate it. Because at this point, let's be honest, I'm not trying to monetize this or make any money off of it. There's no way. Plus, well, as it turns out, Nintendo's pretty stingy about that. So I ain't making money off of any Zelda games. So we're just not going to do that. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next one.